Hello, strong people. It is week 8, day 4 of preparation for Strongman Corporation Nationals. We are headed down to 580 Barbell to do our event session. I think we're pretty close to comp runs today. Well, comp runs, I should say, but at a slightly lower weight, I believe. So we got sandbags to start as usual. Then we actually have, instead of some form of free squat, like with a safety squat bar front or back box squat, I think we have some belt squats, and I'm pretty sure they have a box squat machine down there. So I should get to try that out. Usually this close to competition, squats kind of go away, at least actual squats, just because they're not in the show. I guess there's more. I mean, you can injure yourself more on a squat, more so than like a machine, I guess. But it's also kind of unnecessary strain at this point. We've built the strength, and we just want to kind of use it now. Use it to the best of our ability. But after the belt squat, we got power stairs. I believe it's comp runs. I don't know the weights exactly. If I had to guess, I'd say like 90% of what comp is. And with their setup for power stairs down there, it's going to be kind of difficult to do full 3 implements. So I might have to switch something up on that. What I'm thinking, whoops. What I'm thinking is maybe do like step and jump with the smallest one, the lightest one, step and jump with the second one, and then take the heaviest one up all 3 stairs. But then I'm only actually going up 3 stairs, so I don't know if I want to do that. But I do want to take the heaviest one up all 3 stairs. So the other option is probably just do the first one like normal, go up all 3 steps, come back down, take the next one up 2. Or I should say do like 1 up, off, 1 up, off, and then on the third one, on the second one, go up 2 stairs to at least get the motion. And then on the heaviest one, then just go up, down, and then up on the last one, and just leave it on the first step. There's no good way to get them down from the top, so it's not like I can just have someone come over and pull them off the top for me. There's really no good way to do that. You don't really want 400 pounds just dropping like 5 feet, from 5 feet up, unless you have nothing that it can break when it hits the floor. And then after that, I know I have after I do those 2 comp runs, I have 1 set at a heavier weight than my top weight for the comp run. I think it's 1, but that's power stairs. Then we got to do yoke wheelbarrow. I think I have a couple lighter runs and then 1 more heavier run. So kind of like the way the power stairs are programmed. I'm excited to see how these feel today. I mean, this, in theory, should be a decent event for me, but I know it can be better. Every time I do a run now, I envision that the frame carry from regionals this year, and that was by far the fastest I've ever moved with like anything in a show. So I know I'm capable of it. I just need to do it. And then last but not least, we got stones. We have comp runs on stones, but I believe it's like 90% of comp weight probably. I don't know the exact percentages, but I know it's lighter, and I know it's probably pretty close to that. But it's still heavy, don't get me wrong. Like 4 stone series, I think I have to go up to 325 or 350 today maybe. Like, those are fairly heavy stones for no tacky. With tacky, I don't think it'd be as big of a deal, but the no tacky element, and just the spray tack or the tacky towel, that adds a whole new element to it. And of course, there's going to be guys who run through it, I'd imagine, just because that's how some people are. I wouldn't say I'm great at stones by any means. The most I've loaded, I don't get to do stones that often in shows, because a lot of people don't really like it. It can be messy to clean up, and that's why a lot of promoters don't like it, but that's part of Strongman. Let us use tacky. But I get it on the grand scale here when there's 300 people all doing an event. That's just, ugh. I don't know if I want 300 people with tacky covered arms running around in a really expensive convention center. But, oh well. The best stone I've loaded is like a 380, I believe. That was at Strong Again last year. And that was a big PR. So, I think maybe 400 would have been there that day, but I didn't need it to win the show. And I did like, I think 4 or 5 other stones before. I did what I needed to do to win. And that kid that I was going up against that day definitely pushed me to hit a new stone PR, so I appreciate that. Because I wasn't sure if I could do it. And he almost got the 400 stone or 420, whatever the next stone was. He almost got it, and I was getting nervous because I don't know if I was capable of it that day. I gave whatever the next stone was a try just because, but it was like, I already won, so it doesn't matter if I get it kind of try. But I'm just kind of blabbering on now. So I'll catch you guys after the video. Oh, well, that's a good way to end it. See you soon.
The weirdest looking.
Alright, so I did not film any sort of post-workout video from Saturday, so that's what I'm doing now. I was pretty exhausted after that workout. I did not eat enough during it, so, or not necessarily, not during, but, before. A couple protein bars and an apple. Rookie mistake, big time. But, either way, it started off on a high note. So I kind of did my sandbags first as usual. I didn't have any height, no pull or any crossbar to throw over at first. And then as I was about to head in, some of the other guys down at 580 got out the apparatus we used for regionals. So we actually had something to throw over. So I threw a little bit more than I intended to, but it was well worth it, I think, because I tried the 50 over, it's 15 feet or so for this apparatus, and I could not get the 50 multiple times. Trajectory was off, height felt there, couldn't get it. Kept moving back. Finally, I don't know how many tries it took me, but I finally cleared the 50 over the crossbar, which was a huge win, and I called it at that. And I cleared it fairly easily, a few inches to spare here. I didn't hit the crossbar or anything. It went up and over clean. So maybe with some hype on competition day, maybe the 50's possible. I need to worry about the ones before first. So let's not get too carried away. But then we did our whatever after that. What did we do next? Oh, power stairs. Rough. Pretty rough. There's no great way to do 3 implements on the power stairs setup. So what I did was kind of speed triples working up. I did my first weight, did those for 3 up and down. Went up to the next weight. I don't remember even what it was. I think it was 400, 405 maybe. I think I got it up. I don't remember, honestly. You guys will see the videos, but... And then I went for my top set, and it wasn't happening. I got up to like 450 or something. And, the issue... Like, yes, it's heavy, but at the same time, the weights stack so high up that as soon as I lift it off the ground, they run into my legs. So at competition, they're going to be between 9 and 11 inches tall. The plates are when stacked on the power pin, regardless of the weight. So maybe that'll be different. I don't have as much clearance like between my legs as some other people who are taller or smaller legs or something. So that event could be troublesome. The movement feels fine. The jump up feels fine. Transition's no big deal. It's just if I can clear my legs, then I think I'm okay. Then the one that really took a lot out of me was the yoke to wheelbarrow. I didn't feel particularly fast on Saturday. It didn't feel bad. I couldn't feel like I could get my my legs moving as fast as I wanted to. Maybe that was because it was after power stairs, but the hard part about that event is just loading all the weight, because the wheelbarrow doesn't use 100% of the weight you put on it, obviously, because you're not picking it all up. So you got to load like 1,000 pounds on it or more just to get what you need in hand. Probably not quite 1,000 pounds is what I got up to. But either way, it's just a lot of loading and unloading. Same with the yoke, because you have to load that up too. So you have another 700, nah, not quite 700 on Saturday. It was more like 650 in pounds you have to put on it. 650 in plates, give or take. So that's that. Loading that up and then doing your runs and then unloading it and taking it all back to where it needs to go, that's a lot of work. It is, but that's Strongman. It is what it is. And then, of course, because I'm like 4 or 5 hours into this at this point, I'm starting to run on empty, which is not what you want whenever it comes time to do stones. Stones is rough. I know the weights are doable. They're plenty doable. I know I can do them. But I started warming up, and I got to like, I did the 330 stone or whatever, lapped it, whatever. As soon as I lapped it, I got like a full ab cramp, an entire core cramp. And I tried to muscle through it at that point and try to hold the stone off my core to kind of let myself relax a little bit before squatting down to actually lap the stone. And it got worse. I had to drop the stone and actually grab onto the stone platform so I didn't pass out, because it was a bad cramp. And I had some water, but there was no way that I was going to be able to recover and get anything. I didn't have any food, or I had no sugary drinks or anything with me to get any actual sort of energy in me. And I didn't want to risk injury at that point, because I'm 3 weeks, 4 weeks out. So I called it there. Not what I wanted to do, but it is what I did, so I gotta live with it. All I know is next week when I hit stones one more time, I think it's just one more time before game time, I'm going to eat something mid-workout. I need to have energy going into that last event day. So we'll make up for it then, okay? But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's probably not a whole lot of stuff to watch in this one other than just me rambling on about stuff. So I hope you kind of enjoy it. Oh, and thanks for 100 subscribers if you're still watching this video. Peace.